Alright guys, we got a follow-up update to Jason Momoa and the status of the Aquaman franchise, specifically in relation to Aquaman being rebooted and the potential of Aquaman 3, which seems like there is no potential, because with recent test screenings and James Gunn and Peter Safran getting to watch Aquaman 2, which is reportedly a giant mess, Jason is out as Aquaman while he's going to be in as Lobo, so they can kind of split the difference. Okay, so here's everything that we know. James Gunn and Peter Safran came on board and looked at everything that was happening with the current upcoming projects. Aquaman 2 sounds like it's a pretty big disaster because we know it went through multiple rounds of reshoots, recuts trying to cut out Amber Heard, reshooting scenes trying to say, oh, she's just outside the frame. They had to redo entire storylines, which Amber Heard's Mara was a giant part of, and allegedly it's very frantic, and it just seems like it's a botched job of an edit, and they're not going back for more reshoots because it would require reportedly 75 to 90 million to complete the new reshoots, completely cutting her out. It's just not feasible. On top of this, the film tested with audiences, every time it seems to be worse and worse. So Jason is out as Aquaman, and what they're aiming to do is officially just say, hey look, as part of this new universe, yeah, Aquaman leads straight into Superman, however that's going to be handled, but that's the effect of everything left over from Flash. So next time you see Jason, he'll be playing Lobo, but he's out as Aquaman. That franchise will see a reboot some point down the road. Don't worry about it. Here's your new status quo. And everything we've heard about Aquaman 2 for the better part of a couple of years now all lends support to this, because we've heard from multiple test screenings way prior to this that the film was pretty god-awful, that there was too much going on, that there was just a lot of nonsense, that there was a lot of filler, that there was too much action and no service to the story, that there was character moments that didn't make sense. Amber Heard was completely terrible, that Jason Momoa's elements that he put in the film, which were his kind of demands as he came on and pitched the entire film, just didn't work. It honestly makes a whole lot of sense. There's been nothing that's ever been rebutted by anybody. And as far as I'm aware, as of the making of this video, and it's now been a couple of days since the last one, there's been no statement by James Gunn or Safran in regards to some of the things like the other films where they've come out and said, that's wrong. I think there's a little bit more evidence here than anything we've recently talked about. But realistically, I think Jason will make a fine Lobo, and I will be glad that they can reboot Aquaman at some point down the road and give us a, hold on for this, I know this is going to scare some of you. You guys are the Aquaman fans, so I know, but a comic accurate Aquaman. Scary, I know.